How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with another edition of a historic Brawl video. Really weird phrasing there. We built a couple of decks, and this one is a, what is it called? Simic deck. I played during the original Return to Ravnica set, and I still forget the guild name sometimes. And God, I can't even begin to remember whatever the next ones were. Because they got renamed at some point, right? But they weren't like real. They were just for that one specific plane. But yeah, we built a deck that's supposed to be like a copy spell deck. Now I wanted to copy a bunch of spells, but I also wanted it to be like a blue-green deck for some reason. I say for some reason because I felt like there were a lot of really cool spells in green to copy, particularly Verdant Rejuvenation. Not too long back, I managed to get a win with the deck by copying a Verdant Rejuvenation and getting 2 pulls off of it, which was really good. We can put that in the bin. We need to start binning things. I would have liked to keep it, but hopefully they don't have just like a generally when you come up against a black deck, they just have removal. Access Tunnel's kind of good. It's not Rogue's Passage, but it's got the ideal, doesn't it? So we'll cast Sublime Epiphany on our turn. And counter whatever horrible thing they do to us. Well, this is the opportunity. So counter target spell, return target non-permanent, draw. Let's return Ashnod. We will draw the card. We'll get a Rashmi trigger. We will cast our Mind Stone. Gets us up to 7. So one of the issues with the deck is that we don't really have high mana value creatures for Verdant. So they can swing in, we won't block, but if they did, it would have been a ploy to kill our creature. Ooh. So I think we just wait. And then next turn Omniscience. And go from there. Little sleepy. So what's going to be our play? We have a tutor. We have Sea Gate Restoration. We're going to play the Omniscience first, so that we can actually afford to cast the Sea Gate and the tutor in one turn. But we're going to make our opponent very sad next turn. Ooh. I think it's like an astronaut. Astronaut Super Friends is actually kind of neat. We didn't have to do this, but it was kind of fun. You know, without the equipment, we're not really scared because it can't do 3 damage. Graveyard. Don't need it. Transform. Omniscience. Land into hand. Solve the equation to spend the last of our mana. Yeah, we definitely would have pieced together a win there. So that's the ideal of the deck, basically. We want to cast... Well, it's not the ideal. It's close to the ideal of the deck. I don't know. I really... The variety of ways to copy spells in Simic isn't that great. Like, it's really an is-it ability. But Rashmi kind of makes it feel like you're copying spells. We'll keep this. Because she gets you a free spell off the top of your library, right? And, like, if she doesn't get you a free spell, she gets you a free card off the top of your library. So you're either going to cast it if it's a lower mana value, or you just put it in your hand if it's a land or something with a higher mana value. So I really like Rashmi. I think she's a pretty good commander. Definitely one of the blue-green commanders that I have not played with as much as I probably should. We gotta cosplay a deck with counter spells. And did not buy it. Okay. Maybe next time. So this is a possible win condition. We can make our opponent draw their library. I haven't quite figured out how to do it yet. But I think... Well, I have, what do you call it? We have a Nyx Bloom Ancient List. That definitely helps. Intangible Virtue. This is one of those cards that I love from back in the day, because it had an intangible token deck back during Innistrad Standard, where it was basically just a couple copies of Intangible Virtue, and then there was a white and black card. Done. That makes 2 spirits, so 3 mana, make 2 spirits, and then it flashes back for 1 black and 1 white, and it makes 2 spirits. It has a real name, I just don't remember it, unfortunately. Felidar, Retreat. If they attack with bird, we'll kill it. Yeah, we actually have to block here. If we blocked the other way, they could have sacked, and we don't need the 2 mana rock. What do I want? I guess we just get 2 duels to make our life a little bit easier. Catcher the True. So she makes cats and gives you vigilance, right? No, she just makes cats, okay. She's not equal to Heliod. We know that much now. I don't want that duel. That duel's pretty bad. That one's okay, though. And then we'll leave up mana. This is purely retaliatory. So they can equip and sack? I can vaguely hear a cat in the distance. I think we've lost this one. If I'm being honest. Now let's get rid of a catcher and draw a card. We had one of our copiers in hand. Jin-Gitaxias is a good way to copy. This is definitely one of those decks that's just built on a dream. It's built on the dream of casting a Verdant Rejuvenation with a Jin-Gitaxias on board, right? That's basically the gist of it. Turns out that there are better copy decks, better ways to get those spells, but we're not too worried about that. Yasharn. Does Yasharn present any problems for us? It kind of does, I think. But it might not. Waste non-land. Okay, we're good. I was going to say the sacrifice clause is probably pretty bad for us. But it doesn't, because we can actually sacrifice lands to pay for abilities. Which the only things we really sacrifice are for, like, Harrow and Rolling Regrowth. 4 mana. What am I going to do? Probably a Rashmi. She seems pretty decent. And this way I just kind of draw cards, right? Although I would be surprised if the Yasharn deck doesn't have, like, some kind of removal, yeah. Thanks, but I don't want to keep a Rashmi that doesn't do anything. Inventor's Fair is kind of nice. Let's draw 2 with Gadwick. A extra turn spell. I will say that a deviant part of myself does kind of want to copy some extra turn spells. There was a Grixis deck back in Standard a couple sets ago now at this point. That was just Lear copying extra turn spells, and it was kind of nice. Kind of nice. So that was our game 3. That was 15 minutes. We'll do one more. Just because. You know, players with mythic orange names are Wizard of the Coast employees. I've never seen a Wizard of the Coast employee. Like, not once. And I've played thousands of games. So I kind of feel like if they played, I would have seen one of them, but maybe they are out there somewhere in the void. But then again, like, I don't know how Wizards handles the servers for MTGA. Like, I don't know if the East Coast and the West Coast have different servers. I'm inclined to think that they probably don't. Because I've played against a lot of people with Japanese names. And I think that if there was an East Coast and a West Coast server, that Japanese players would be more likely to be seen on the West Coast server, not the East. So we've what is it called? Reduced the cost of a single spell in our hand. What are you doing? So they technically are like a 5-color deck, right? But they might not be an actual 5-color deck. Yeah, it might be just a black-white deck. Land off the top one time. Nope, okay. That's my turn. Did you hit a land drop? Yeah, Blue Ragnarok did hit a land drop. And they are not just Orzhov. They are at least Abzan, possibly more. I don't know. Kinrith, playing a Kinrith without like a way to draw extra cards, without blue mana, doesn't seem likely. Like, his black is technically his penultimate ability, but his blue's the one that gets used the most. Halvar, God of Battle. My God. Let's draw a card. So I could solve the equation for a land. Yeah, I think I want to solve the equation for a land. It's kind of sad. And then we'll counter equipment. Or a way to kill my Primal Amulet. I'd counter that too, honestly. I mean, we might as well try. They might want to do something else this turn. So if they don't pay 3, I think we technically saved our life there. What am I doing to survive? It doesn't seem likely, if I'm being honest. So was this for 4? Our bonus game is actually turning out to be the interesting one. So we basically have to block Halvar unless they have a removal spell. If they have a removal spell, we lose. But if they don't, we block Halvar. We go down to 3. Or I guess, we go down to... Yeah, I guess 3. Because we will be taking 5. I will not die. Thank you for the offer, though. How do I survive, though? Let's bin that. Solve the equation. I guess this is what we got. Library. Please tell me I have enough to make this work. So we'll start with that one. And then we'll go on to this one. That was a messy turn. We didn't get ourselves the equation value or our mission briefing value. We kind of just had to cast the cheap spell to flip the amulet to get 2 creatures. Yeah, they don't have any red mana. Because this is only for knights and equipments. Well, there's red mana. They're attacking with 8, 13, 14, 15. And I have 6 blocking. Oh, this definitely does it. It was a surprisingly close game. Come on, opponent. Attach the this to anything. No? Okay. they figured out how to win. That's good. At least we killed the king before our way out. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time around. Bye for now.